London Corbin traffic, 295 Papa Mike, departing runway 9 to the east. London Corbin.
And London Corbin traffic, Cardinal 7600 Victor, going to be departing runway, or taking runway 6, and we'll be departing to the east. London Corbin, taxiing to runway 6 now.
Hey, you hear me?
Yes, I'm good. So we want to pull this back to...
About halfway.
About halfway. Go to our checklist. Pre-flight. And next checklist. Starting engine. Did all that. For taxiing, brakes, flaps 0, radios, avionics is required. Still hasn't found us.
Because sometimes, and there's a timing on it, if you go right to flight plan then cancel out,
yeah,
sometimes it'll still cross-fill or put it in its present position, sometimes it just won't.
Okay.
So, right down here. Okay, so now you got a mess. Very perfect. It automatically cross-fills.
And London Corbin traffic, Cardinal 7600 Victor, entering runway 24. Going to be a left turnout, departing to the east. London Corbin.
Even here we don't need, so we're ready to taxi. Right?
Good to me.
Okay.
Your parking brake on?
Sorry?
Parking brake? If it's hard to press, use your right foot and just be gentle with it. You can push it in with your right foot.
I got it. I didn't hear them call for taxi instructions.
Yeah, they were about to be really disappointed when they pulled back on their control. And now the windsock's favoring 6, but I'd use 2-4.
I don't think there's much of a wind.
And London Corbin traffic, Cardinal 7600 Victor's turning left crosswind, runway 24, London Corbin.
Oh good, I'm glad they put, so, looks like the taxiway continues.
Right.
And it used to be they just had that yellow marker.
Right.
Right there in the middle. That yellow marker kind of looks like a yellow taxi line.
Yep.
And I can't imagine how many people hit that thing.
And London Corbin traffic, Cardinal 7600 Victor is on left downwind, runway 24. It's going to be departing to the east, London.
Oh, before takeoff, cab's handle pin is removed. Seat belts and shoulder harnesses are on. Doors are latched. Brakes are on hold. Flight controls free and correct. Trim set for takeoff. Okay. Pilot is Trims are set for takeoff. Autopilot is disconnected. Flaps set at 50. The light, they're showing 50. Light and instruments check, showing 327. SI and altimeter checked and set. What's our field elevation?
1210.
1210.
Density altitude 2,500. London Corbin Airport, McGee Field, London, Kentucky. Automated weather observation 1939 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point 16 Celsius. Altimeter 3023. Remarks. Density altitude 2,500. London Corbin Airport, McGee Field, London, Kentucky. Automated weather observation 1940 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear.
Fuel quantity confirm. Select your fullest tank. Probably need to switch that over. Trailer check. Increase to detent. Have a detent.
X-Ray Fox, you taking off on 2-4 or the other one?
See anybody? Note RPM rises to approximately 2,000. Manifold pressure increases slightly as power is set to 2,000 RPM.
Yeah, this is the one I was telling you about. I have never seen this detent.
Okay. Power level back to 17 then.
London traffic, run 1498, Romeo 10 to the west, inbound for landing, London.
Alternator check. Pitot heat on. Went up, right? Yep. Avionics on. They're already on.
Okay, so remember, this is where you want to get away from doing the checklist.
Okay.
You're making your life way too hard.
All right.
So, pitot heat on, we see it increase, turn back off, it decreases mags.
Okay.
So it's the up and over.
Okay.
All right, now back to checklist. Back for you.
Voltage check. Good. Needles we did all that. Power level decreased to 1,000, transponder at altitude. Set for takeoff. Pitot heat is required, we don't need. completed. Normal takeoff. Are we going to do a short field?
Let's just do a normal takeoff.
Okay.
Unless you want to do a short field.
Now we can just do normal.
Okay, yeah, let's do normal.
London traffic, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu, departing on 24. London traffic.
London traffic, 98 Romeo 7 to the west inbound for landing.
Okay, what have you missed? Up and overflow. It's something that will cost you a ton of money if you don't get it right.
I'll make sure.
Yeah.
London traffic, 98 Romeo 5 to the west. We'll cross midfield from the north for left downwind entry, runway 24 London.
77 X-ray Foxtrot, cleared as filed. GB's, then direct Goshen. Climb maintain 6,000. Departure frequency 12462. Transponder squawk 6745. Void 2000. It is 1544 this time.
Still on CTAP.
Okay, so caps. What was that?
Something for you to deal with.
The door opened.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that a distraction?
It is.
Does it matter?
Not really. You're not going to fall out.
Go back to what you're doing.
See that?
Traffic, this is Bonanza 77 X-ray Foxtrot.
Maps.
Departing to the north.
I was missing something.
Departing runway 24, then we'll depart to the north.
Turn.
Romeo 3 to northwest. We'll cross midfield from the north.
Flaps.
Transitioning southwestbound London.
Flaps, caps, and maps.
Okay. You want to fly the door open the whole way?
No, not really.
Okay. Let's level out here. Pull some power back. Okay, so we got a problem.
Okay.
Is this an emergency?
No.
Is it a normal procedure?
No.
So what is it?
Abnormal.
Yeah. So let's let the autopilot fly the plane.
3 power. We're going to roll also on runway 24.
Man.
Got you inside.
Let's go heading. There you go.
7 X-ray Foxtrot is going to be going to the, take a right.
Now just press ALT to capture your present altitude.
Good place.
You too.
Okay. Bring some power back. Okay, we know it'll fly comfortably at 50%, right? Where's your stress level? Has it gone down some?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. We're going to give it another 30 seconds.
Okay.
This doesn't matter.
Right.
It's annoying.
Right.
And it's not even blown on your face.
No.
Let's go to the checklist. Okay, so this is unfortunately under emergencies, but that's okay. I believe this is a in-flight emergency or a system malfunction. Try in-flights. Okay. Now select, scroll down, see if you have door open in flight. I see it.
Airspeed reduced to 80 to 90 knots. Land as soon as practical.
Okay, where do you want to land?
Guess we can go back.
Let's go back.
Traffic, Cirrus 8149 Whiskey, 10 miles.
West, inbound for landing runway 25, Fleming Mid.
London traffic 98, Romeo left base 24.
I'll show you a trick.
We're 172. We're back.
Go back to flight plan.
South. We're at 2,800.
Highlight London.
So you will beat us there if you're in Cirrus.
Okay, direct enter. Now go to nav mode.
That's Cirrus A149 Whiskey. I'm a little high, so I'm going to go ahead and make a big loop out here.
What lake is
down
this?
to the airport.
London traffic 98, Romeo turning final 24 full stop.
All right, we'll let you know.
I don't know what this is.
It'll pop the phone message.
All right, so let's get her down to, I don't necessarily like 80 to 90, but I do like 100 because that's a normal speed we fly at. What power setting would give that? Give us that.
30?
Yeah, do it.
I see the runway.
Yeah.
That's for 6. Want to be on 24, right?
That's correct.
What was our traffic pattern again?
2200.
2200.
There's your distance. Suppose you also have it over there.
London traffic, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu is 6 miles south of the field, inbound landing on 24. London traffic.
Flying Mason, Skyhawk 4260, pop us 5 miles from the...
London traffic 98, Romeo clear the Alta.
Actually, we're west of the field. Correct?
We are to the west. You can always look at what's on the bottom of your...
That's what I noticed, and I was trying to look at this, and that didn't...
Holding short pattern.
You can do that down here, but that doesn't make it easy.
Right.
Fleming Mid.
London traffic, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu, 3 miles west of the field, inbound for 24, entering downwind. London traffic.
Okay, what's our pattern altitude?
2,000.
2,000.
200.
Yep.
Georgetown 433, Juliet Mike's 7 mile final runway 3, Georgetown.
This is trying to distract you a little bit, isn't it?
Yes.
Don't let it.
Fine. The bird is distracting me straight ahead.
Yeah, that would distract me too. Back up to power and altitude. Add some power if you need.
numbers.
Okay.
Sent. Perhaps.
Airspeed needs to be
90.
Nope. 100. I would start that turn in now. I think it's going to work out pretty well for you. Get that nose down, get back to at least 90s. We want 90 on base with full flaps.
500.
London traffic, Cirrus 1, Hotel Zulu, base, runway 24, London. Okay, you're slow and you're low. You don't have them fixed by the time we cross this road, we're going around. Well done. Okay, smooth on the controls. Nice and smooth. Don't start your flare yet. Don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. Wait. Now go ahead. Just. Okay, we'll taxi back because I can't shut the door if we're moving.
I was a little too high on that.
A little too high.
On the flare.
Way too high.
Yeah.
So when you start the flare too high, what happened to your airspeed? Yep.
The toilet.
So when you were trying to flare, what happened to the stick?
It was all the way back.
And you had nothing left.
Nothing left. Probably could have added a little power maybe? Or would you?
You should have added a lot of power and just went around.
Okay.
But you need to see it.
Right.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate reality. You just have to see those.
Experience it to learn it.
Yep. So from my perspective, I'll let you go ahead and clean everything up. Up and over. Yep, and that's what we're missing.
Okay. London traffic, Cirrus 411, Hotel Zulu's clear. Runway 24, taxi back to runway 24 for departure.
Okay, so where did that landing fall apart at?
Flared a little too high. Pulled the power back a little too soon? No?
Well, before that. That landing...
On the approach?
It was downwind.
Yeah.
That was going to be a bad landing from midfield downwind on. Really even before that, because we were so low. So it was a struggle to get back up. We never really got back up to 2,200 feet.
Right.
Which is fine. You could say, you know what? I'm doing 1,900. And that's what I'm doing. And that's perfectly fine. But when you were trying to accomplish 22, but you weren't doing it, you're getting behind the plane. And everything that happens put you one step behind the plane puts you one more step behind a good landing. There's more to it than that, of course. It's never that simple, but it holds true. And having the door open doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all,
no.
But it does. It absolutely does. It's a distraction. It's a realistic distraction.
I got it to the floor and it keeps turning right. Turning left, rather.
Left turning tendencies.
More pronounced than this, it seemed like, than...
It's way more pronounced. The little trick to that is use the whole width of the taxiway. Take it on over here and let it slowly creep, and then fix it and let it slowly creep. Another thing you can do is go just a little bit faster.
That helped.
Does help.
My flight instructor that I learned with said you're going way too fast.
Yeah, you didn't say that in a Cirrus, so did you?
No, he did not.
Know everything's good here. We already did
And then
control flights or control surfaces and all that good stuff. Doing up and over and you've got it.
you're still good?
Not for the takeoff, it's not.
Oh. Okay. Learned that. We didn't do much with the mixture in the Cessna. So
back to normal checklist. And you can just go right to the in-flights unless you want to see a takeoff checklist.
Not really.
Okay.
So we're ready for the climb.
I'm good for it when you're good for it.
Okay. Sure the door set's good this time.
I'll take care of it.
So, London traffic, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu is ready to take runway 24 for departure. London traffic. Been saying this 401 Hotel Zulu forever now. I can't even say it when I want to.
I think I got you tired and stressed and hungry.
Not too bad. Flaps. Flaps.
Wow.
It's lifted right up. Okay, caps, flaps, caps.
Okay, so if your engine dies right now, where are you going?
Got to turn around or find a field straight ahead.
You see a field straight ahead?
I do.
Are you going to make it in that field?
I think so.
Do you think you can get this into that field?
There's one over there a little further. Oh, there's one right over there. Give it my best shot. You think you can do it a 180? Okay.
No. This plane is not making a 180.
London traffic, 98 Romeo, taxi.
So which field over here did you have in mind?
I think we passed it now.
Because the only long and straight one I saw was this little one we're just going over top of dark green. There's no way.
Georgetown.
I didn't see a survivable option. Really didn't.
Yeah, middle side traffic.
Cool.
Yep.
Having 11,000 and below, use caution, please.
Okay, so we're going to fly back at, what did we say, 45?
We said 45.
And do 800. We may be there before I get all this set up. And then we're going to go nav. She's flying herself.
London Corbin traffic, Piper 08 Juliet. Taxi across the active from south to north, London Corbin.
Power set mixture. Coming up.
Terrain ahead. Pull up. Pull up.
Treat it as it's real.
Pull
What are you going to do?
Pull up. Pull up.
DX climb.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Terrain ahead. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
No, don't.
Pull up.
London Corbin traffic, Piper 08 Juliet. Clear the active, London Corbin.
No idea what that was. I would love to say I did that.
I was thinking you did. Okay, so we're at cruise.
No, go back. You missed something on the climb checklist. It's fairly important. Back.
Check. Fuel flow's way high, green, everything is in the green. The climb power is set.
And number 4 is
Fuel pump off.
there you go.
Cruise. So we need to set power to
So that trick I gave you before, I don't do that below about 6,000 to 7,000 feet. I would set maybe 70%, 65, maybe 75%, and then lean from there.
the cruise.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do 65. And lean assist.
Okay.
Outside traffic, jumpers away 11,000. Use caution, middle temp.
So normalize.
You don't need normalize
Okay.
yet. So peak has been detected, so now keep going back.
11,000.
Back.
Huh. That's way too low fuel flow. How did you do this? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Well, my fuel.
Let's start rich. Start. Okay, do it again.
Okay, so you said 65%.
I was thinking about what's going on with your terrain system.
Okay, and then we're going to pull back.
And what are we looking for?
the engine.
Not here. You're going to feel it. Yep, you're going to feel it.
Right there. Right there.
There you go. You definitely found it that time. Now you can go forward until you find a peak. Don't worry about what it's saying up here.
Okay.
Hello, traffic, 0 Delta Zulu, hi. Right now, land runway 6. Jumpers are in the air, Oklahoma.
Middle tap traffic fast 1 right, base 23, full stop, middle tap. Yes, ma'am. Roger.
Okay, now you found one peak. Now we go back lane.
One base, the final 2-3, and we're about 2 miles out.
Zulu, high, right base 1 final, runway 6. Jumpers are in the air, Oklahoma.
Keep going.
Just leave it right there. See what happens.
This wasn't patient enough.
It takes a lot of patience. So that's a very low power setting we were running. 11.5 gallons an hour, and we're doing 150 knots, which is slow by Cirrus standards, but still 150 knots.
Instruments, we looked at those, they're all still in the green. Look good. Fuel flow and balance, we did. Mixture, we did. Don't need anything till descent.
Nothing at all.
Like it's doing better this time on course so far. Haven't felt it doing much.
I haven't seen much out of it. Okay, so the terrain system. The way it works is we have a database in here. Cause database. For some reason, it has sensed its own failure. You also have a terrain database in here, I'm guessing. No, you don't. This one? Not have terrain down here. So it's taking whatever's in here and saying, hey, there's a mountain in front of you, don't hit it.
Right.
When it goes off, if it were to ever go off like that again, don't question it. Unless climbing is going to put you into something you can immediately see as a problem, don't question it. Just go for it. Yeah, and then once you start climbing, say, well, that was dumb. That didn't help me any. You know, it's kind of a matter of, yeah, it's not going to hurt you to do it. It'll kill you potentially if you don't.
Right.
Odds are it won't, but
you ignore it.
Yes.
Especially if you're in clouds.
Yeah. And when it's something that's yelling at you like that, don't ignore it. Even if you're talking to ATC, if you bust class Charlie.
Don't
worry about it. Okay, so let's go through some checklists here. Or check boxes, I should say. So we saw a TAWS escape, which is something I'm supposed to train you on. Glad we got to see that.
Left downwind, runway 3, pulling green traffic.
Gave you an engine malfunction on the takeoff there. So what's your landing distance you need to get this plane stopped?
I would have to look it up in the charts to know.
Check this out. So if you go into checklist and normal checklist performance data, landing distance. Okay, so we are 16 degrees. We'll call it 10. We'll give you the benefit of the doubt at sea level. You need basically 2,300 feet if you're clearing trees. That's half a mile.
Yeah.
I also have it for landing on dry grass at 40%.
The ground roll. So at
out to almost another 1,000 feet.
That's a lot of real estate.
Because you're landing fast.
And that's with you landing at 74 knots. What happens if you land at 74 knots? Sick.
Stalling?
You saw a slow landing there where the stick comes all the way back and you're out of control. So what this really means is you have to be perfect. You have to flare at exactly the right time to not stall it and to not have that stick come back and then you don't have anything else. You have to hit your spot perfectly, and you're doing all this with no power and the stress associated with it, and you need 3,000 feet of grass. And that's if you clip the tops of the trees. That's asking a lot.
Right.
That's asking a lot of anybody.
Bowling Green traffic, 02 X-ray, left downwind, runway 3, Bowling Green traffic.
That brings up the question, can you do that?
Which one of those things?
Exactly. So the engine quits. Now just look around, how many fields out there you think are at least a mile long, because really that's what you're going to need if it's grass.
Right.
To be able to get it stopped, plus have enough wiggle room to not have to be perfect.
Right. There's not many.
Sure, not many at all. And even if you make it to one of those, what's your odds of surviving?
Not very good if you don't land it just right.
Even if you do land it just right. Yeah, NTSB has that data, and I forget the numbers, but a good chunk of people who land power off make the fatal accident list in a field. I don't like the odds.
No.
I don't like the odds at all. If you pull the parachute above 500 feet, below 180 knots.
Painesville traffic, Grumman 65.
It says 133 is preferred.
Yeah, it's been used twice at 187.
It worked.
So if you're within those parameters, every single person who's used it has survived.
What was the average altitude that they pulled it at?
I don't know.
I mean, that is your last option. You try to work through your checklist, engine restart, or...
Oh yeah, if you get the engine going again, absolutely.
Final runway 3, Bowling Green traffic.
And what they teach, and I don't disagree with it at all, is 500 to 2,000 feet, you don't have time to troubleshoot.
Right.
Over 2,000 feet, absolutely. Troubleshoot all you want.
Ready to fly over Danville.
Painesville traffic, from 6551 Lima 8 to the southwest.
All right, we got a problem.
To local traffic.
Okay.
PFG just died on you.
Hawk 829 Echo, turning base runway 24, London.
Middletown traffic, Royal 711 is currently 8 miles to the northeast, and bumper landing 23, any traffic Middletown, please advise.
Okay, so it's not on this checklist. System malfunction, hold on.
Here's Glasgow Unicom helicopter check.
On any of those.
Why is it not on there?
This one can be switched over to it? Just become the PFD? No?
No.
Not an emergency.
Why in the world is that not on there?
Because you have these gauges?
Georgetown traffic.
Yeah, but it should still be in here.
Oh, I thought you were just asking me.
No.
You don't understand why it's not on there.
No, I don't understand. It's always in there. That's a...
Middletown traffic,
Let me see here.
711,
Emergency checklist. Ground, it's not there. Lights, it's not going to be there. We just look close. Okay. Go to your checklist in fourth light.
Back there.
Georgetown traffic, helicopter 479, departing runway 3 to the northeast.
Abnormal.
Looking for PFD failure, and hopefully that's specific to Abaddon because it's different if you're Abaddon in perspective.
Doesn't have it on here.
Okay, so I think you need a paper checklist.
PFD, loss of air data. Here we go.
It's not loss of air data.
Okay.
Keep going, let's see what you got.
PFD, loss of altitude data. Doesn't have anything else.
And that's actually what I have on mine as well.
Area to the north.
Georgetown traffic, helicopter 479, miles to the...
Okay, so for some reason it's not in here. So that brings us to the question of what's going to happen. That's where the checklist needs to be. We need to have it. And the version I've got doesn't cover this either. So it depends on how the failure happened. If the unit just completely stopped, we're going to lose a lot of things. We're not going to have altitude. It needs to sense that. We are going to have nav mode and GPS, but that's it. So we can steer, but we can't do anything about altitude. Now, if it's just a screen failure, then everything's going to continue to work, but we can't really make any changes. Aside from manually flying down to some other altitude and pressing altitude to capture.
Clinton County traffic, Mirage 600 Charlie Romeo is inbound for landing 2-1, Clinton County.
I'm not going to walk you through the restart procedure because I'm pretty certain I know what it is, but I don't know it well enough to teach it, and I don't want to teach you the wrong way.
Okay.
So, considering that, it's something to the effect of you reset the circuit, pull the circuit breaker, and there are two of them, and then you reset one of them. If it comes back, great. If not, you're done.
About 10 miles south of the field. We'll overfly midfield and teardrop into the left downwind for runway 3, Bowling Green.
The purple on here means the autopilot's on?
Purple means autopilot's engaged.
Plus the AP.
That also means the autopilot's engaged. So this is your autopilot status bar. So autopilot's engaged in altitude mode and nav and GPS mode.
Okay.
So we could change it to heading mode, for example. Or you could do a nav approach mode or nav GPS steer. It can do all kinds of different modes. Let's see one thing.
So is the weather showing up on there?
I don't think it is. No, it's saying something about activation. That is in...
Everything was supposed to have been set up on it.
check real quick and go to trip. And METAR text is not available, so it's probably not pulling weather data. They hide the settings in here. I always forget where it's at. Data blocks. Usually if you got weather data coming in, it'll give you a time that the weather was last received.
Right.
And I'm not seeing it there. I'm also not seeing METARs which give you flags around all the airports.
Suffolk County.
I don't think it's here.
Suffolk County, Warrior 8133 Juliet is 15 miles to the north, inbound for runway 35, Suffolk County.
Bowling Green traffic, Archer 724 Romeo is 5 miles southeast of the field. We'll overfly midfield and teardrop into the left downwind for runway 3, Bowling Green.
Clinton County traffic, Mirage 600 Charlie Romeo was upwind for 21, Clinton County.
Okay, we got a annunciator.
Alt 2, it's not on.
I know.
Oh. Did you do that while I wasn't looking?
I sure did.
Because I had it on. You're like my old flight instructor. We were doing my complex and high performance rating. To do a clearing turn, so I looked left while I did that. He pulled the circuit breaker to the landing gear. Okay, let's do some slow flight. Put your landing gear down, put it down, no lights. That's what you got to do. As he said, check your circuit breaker. Well, it was a black circuit breaker on a black panel. All the other ones were white.
Ooh, he's good.
I didn't see it. So, and cranked it down. So check your circuit breakers again. I was about ready to punch him.
Yeah, check your checklist. That's the moral of the story.
Yeah.
So we got a problem. How are you going to deal with it? And that brings up a great point. Rather than just going about it, I think we need to do this, the checklist would have saved you a whole bunch of pumping.
Right.
So let's figure out how to handle a Alt-2 failure.
So we're going to go to checklist.
Check this out. You don't have to go to checklist page. From anywhere, you have your emergency checklist.
Ah, okay.
Gatlinburg Aviation, Liam. 503 Bravo Charlie. Yeah, we should be on the ground there in about 10
Alternator failure.
I believe you may have transport for passengers.
Alt switch is, Alt 1 is off.
I think it's Thurman.
Start up here. Is it Alt-1 steady?
Thank you much, and they may...
Alt-1 flashing. What do you have?
I've got Alt 2 steady.
Okay.
Looking for a quick turn.
So
scroll down with that knob.
Okay. Master switch off. Okay. Alternator 2 circuit breaker check and reset. Turn the switch back on. I don't know where that circuit breaker's at.
Okay. Again, another point of having the checklist, or you're not going to be able to find it like that.
So they all feel fine.
Hey, where are you at?
There's an app. There's an app for that, for everything, right?
Right.
Roger, I got time.
So 22, Abaddon. Where are you at?
I am,
here's your checklist layout.
South of the field at 40.
Okay.
So this is also on the back of the paper checklist. So
Alt 2 is the third one down in the middle.
1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's attitude number 2.
Oh, attitude, okay.
Look for Alt 2.
Okay, so it's on the outside. There it is.
4, 5, 6.
Sierra Zulu, 8 mile final, RNAV 22.
And you don't need to pull it, but see if you got it right, or if you can even see.
Thank you.
Okay, so you did that. Master switch back on.
Light goes out.
Middletown, less than 2 minutes, skydiving 6,000 or below Middletown. We made the jump over to low, mile 14 down below, 2 minutes.
Bowling Green traffic, Archer 724 Romeo is on left down.
All right. Well, take me into Louisville, whatever we got to do.
Okay, so take me through the descent again.
Do a descent checklist then. Oh, you're talking about in here?
Yeah, in here.
So it's a nav, last page? By default, it's just going to go there.
Okay.
Unless you're doing a bunch of airport hopping. That gets a little harder, but this is exactly what you want.
So, it's already set?
Yeah, it's already set.
I don't have to do anything.
You don't have to do anything.
It's automatically going to start going down.
It will not descend for you.
Okay.
But when our vertical speed requires becomes 400, or really 375, you'll get a message. They'll tell you get ready for it.
Okay.
So you've got some time. What just happened there?
I don't know. What did you do?
I did not do that.
You were going like this.
Oh, okay.
Traffic, Archer 724 Romeo is on left base for runway 3, Bowling Green.
Dew point 13, altimeter 3019er. Official approach runway 24 in use. Hazardous weather information for Kentucky and surrounding areas available on high WASP and flight Cirrus frequencies. All aircraft feedback hold short instructions and assign altitudes advised in initial contact you with information Papa. Bowman Airport information Papa 1953 Zulu observation, wind 140 at 6, visibility 10, skies clear, temperature 28, dew point 13, altimeter 3019er. Official approach runway 24 in use. Hazardous weather information for Kentucky and surrounding areas available on high WASP and flight Cirrus frequency.
140 at 6, landing on 24. What'd they say, Papa?
Bowman Airport information Papa 1953 Zulu.
See Papa when we get there. So what do I have to do to make it start doing its own descent?
You have to buy a new Cirrus.
I thought it did it earlier though.
No, you had to do that. So you have to tell it what altitude to go to, and then you have to tell it to descend.
Okay. So I want to set this to 1500. Okay. And we're due down at 500 feet a minute.
And you can just leave that blank if you want.
Okay.
It'll default to negative 500.
And then I do these two when I'm ready for it to start.
Yes. So from where we are now, are we going to clear that shelf? The 1700 foot?
Uh, 22, 17 or 22. Probably not.
We'll be under the 17. Yeah, that has us going through the 17. Right. Another thing you can do, this, I find it helps a lot. So you go forward.
November 2, Lima Uniform, runway 2.
Kind of gives you a little bit
runway
more to see.
Go 62, Lima Uniform.
Okay.
Also set north up or track up, whatever you want. Another neat thing this does is we're in the 40-mile range. And what that means is that arch is 40 miles. This arch is half of whatever that happens to be.
887, we're about 10 miles to the southeast, inbound for landing.
I have a message down here. Let's see what that is.
For runway 24.
First piece ahead, less than 10 minutes.
24, 887.
So when this reaches what then, what number activated?
About 400.
About 400.
Other message. Okay, same one.
Got another one.
Yeah, it's persistent, isn't it? While we're sitting here twiddling our thumbs, we have a passenger briefing. What do you normally include in your passenger briefing if somebody's never flown with you?
Emergency procedures. No. No smoking, there's no bathroom. Don't touch the controls, don't talk during takeoff, don't talk during landing. A Cirrus cockpit environment. I have one printed out that I follow.
Okay, terrific. Oh. The thing I like to change or add to the standard Cirrus thing that you need to be aware of is if something happens to me, heart attack, bird flies through the window, knocks me out, whatever. First, I try and wake me up. Odds are the airplane's going to be on autopilot, right?
Right.
Because that's the way we normally fly. We should have that airplane on autopilot. So it's pretty fair to assume that it's going to be on autopilot.
Sorry,
you can tell them that. First off, make sure I'm not going to wake up.
Turning downwind, 62 Lima uniform.
Try and wake me up. Yeah.
Right.
You know, give me something. Don't go pulling the parachute.
Right.
Because I'm taking a nap here. But if you know that I'm not coming back to save us, pull this cover. You take two hands, grab that, and pull down for all you've got. It's going to be really loud. And then I want you to grab this red lever and pull it all the way back. And next thing I want you to do is press this white button. And
Mayday.
you will get a hold of someone. Tell them this number and tell them that you have pulled the parachute and you're going to need help when you get on the ground.
You're number 2 following Cessna.
And approximately where I'm at.
And about beam the numbers. So 10 to 11 o'clock in 3 miles.
Alright, number 2 for 24, and we're looking for traffic.
Yeah, we just had a...
Same thing again, probably approaching.
I don't know why this is losing its vertical speed information. There we go.
Says one thing and that says another.
Yeah, because we're at different target distances.
Bowman Tower, 219er Sierra Papa is with you at 3500 inbound to land, and we have Papa.
Now they're agreeing.
Verify that was 219er Sierra Papa calling Bowman Tower, team a little scratchy.
Alright, so I feel like we should probably start that descent sooner rather than what it's saying, because I don't know if we're going to clear that airspace.
Left base, runway 24, 219 Sierra Papa.
Cessna 7, your traffic short final spacing's good, runway 24, so cleared to land.
Always increase.
You can, and I think I would.
Go down to 800.
As long as your ears are okay with it. How would you steer out to the right if you needed to?
Disconnect the autopilot. Or use the heading, switch it over to heading and use the heading bug.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and let's do that just for the sake of doing it.
Go ahead and set that first.
Good. Yeah, always set that first. Whether you center it and then turn it on and dial it, or dial it, turn it on, whichever way, it doesn't matter. All right, you want to do the descent checklist?
Defrost as required. Fuel system check. Mixture is required, not yet, right?
No, it's fine. Where's that?
And flaps we don't need yet.
Papa, widen out slightly to the right to join
brake pressure,
4
good.
miles straight in for runway 24.
Turning right for that.
You know they're 5 degrees to the right. I don't want to cut it too close here.
Cessna 2 Lima uniform. You're inside a Cessna 4 miles southeast of the field. Runway 24, clear touch and go.
Runway 24, clear touch and go. 6-2 Lima uniform.
How far out do you usually call them?
About 10 miles.
Cessna 90 Pablo, appreciate it.
20 miles.
You can turn in at your discretion. Spacing's good. Number 2, runway 24, clear to land.
Usually I'm flying with flight following and they hand me off, so.
Yeah, whenever you want to call them up, it's good with me. I'm the same way. Actually, I usually fly IFR even on a day like today.
I can't do that yet.
We'll be able to soon enough.
Bowman Tower, 73118, ready to go, runway 24, departure to the east.
Air 73118, Bowman Tower, hold short, runway 24.
Hold short, runway 24.
We are, what, 12 miles?
They're 12 miles to the southeast.
Bowman Tower, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu's with you, 12 miles southeast of the field, inbound with landing with pop-up.
Number 411 Hotel Zulu, Bowman Tower, ident.
Ident 411 Hotel Zulu.
Number 1 Hotel Zulu, ident observed. Runway 24 is the active. I tell you what, for now, just continue on that heading to join final for runway 24 and report turning final.
Remain on this heading, we'll report when we turn final 411 Hotel Zulu.
Awesome, we got to do something fun here. Press bearing. So our bearing to the airport right now is 292. That number is going to get lower and lower and lower. Once that hits about 240, probably about 245, that'll tell us where to line up for the runway. This is an ADF, essentially.
Okay.
November 118, to the left turn eastbound, approved runway 24. Take off.
And what do you think about slowing her down some?
Yeah, probably so. Down to 30?
Eventually, yeah. I wouldn't take it all the way down right now, but...
Go to 45, maybe?
Sure, that sounds good to me.
Do we go mixture rich now?
If you would like to, you can.
That way I won't forget later.
Yeah, if you want to do that before landing checklist, that'll help you from forgetting also.
Seatbelts are secure, mixture full rich, fuel pump to boost. Flaps is required, we don't need those yet. Landing light is on. Autopilot disengaged, not yet.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Little word of caution, I do it all the time too. The small knob here is my volume.
Yeah.
And I see it all the time. Someone will go for something here and just bump that, and it's always going up.
Cessna 2, Lima uniform. You're number 2, phone assessed on a mile final, runway 24, clear touch go.
Looking for that traffic, and I'd like to make this a full stop. 6-2 Lima uniform.
Cessna 2, Lima uniform, right runway 24, cleared option.
Runway 24, cleared option. Got that traffic in sight. 6-2 Lima uniform.
November 1 Hotel Zulu, you can disregard the advise me when you turn final. At your discretion, you can turn inbound, make straight in runway 24.
Turn to my discretion, straight in 24, 411 Hotel Zulu. So,
I would suggest about a 270 heading. I think it's going to work pretty well, but we'll see what happens. Don't forget to slow her down a little more here.
We gotta get below 119 before we can do flaps.
We do.
Okay, I see the field now. I was having trouble a minute ago.
Bowman Tower, Dutchess 5166 Mike at the East End Bridge with Papa inbound, requesting full stop taxi back.
Number 5166 Mike, Bowman Tower. Roger. You can either enter 5 miles straight for runway 24
Go to 30
toward the
now?
midfield, right down runway 24. You're going to be following a Cirrus 6 east of the field.
Roger, we'll enter 5 miles straight in, 2466 Mike.
Number 66 Mike, Roger, and I'll point out that traffic for you.
Roger, 66 Mike.
Cessna 2, Lima Uniform, contact ground.
Disconnect.
Contact ground. Cessna 62 would like to, sure.
Number 1 Hotel Zulu, runway 24 for the land.
That was for you.
Clear land 24411 Hotel Zulu.
Eclipse 580 Whiskey Charlie, Bowman Tower, you up and ready?
And 580 Whiskey Charlie, we're ready.
Number 0 Whiskey Charlie, 58 Air Devil departure, turn right.
Yes, there's no right or wrong answer here. I like the idea of going 50%, maybe a little on the early side.
Right turn 040 for 580 Whiskey Charlie, Roger.
They go to 50?
Yeah, 50% flaps.
Oh, 50% flaps.
Yeah, sorry.
Number 66 Mike, Roger, turn inbound at your discretion, number 2, runway 24, go to land.
Inbound, my discretion, number 224, clear to land, 66 Mike.
And Cirrus 1 Hotel Zulu, traffic is an Eclipse jet departing prior to arrival.
We're looking for that. 1 Hotel Zulu. It yet?
No, I don't have. Yep, there he is.
Yeah, I just saw the glare.
Watch that airspeed. Going 90 with 50% flaps. Once you go full flaps, you can slow it down to 80.
Okay, we're on glide path now, so.
We go full flaps before we get faster. And you can do that with no change of power. Sorry, you need 15%. I thought you'd already brought the power back.
Eclipse 0 Whiskey Charlie, continue that right turn to 040 and contact departure, good day.
So 15 won't do it.
Thanks so long.
18 definitely won't do it. May try idle, just see what you get. Let's look better.
Getting slow though.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep, fix it. Actually, that's not fine. Fix it. Don't make any changes. You've got this. Low on the controls. Keep that stick forward. Nope, not yet. Now you can. Let's go around.
Go around for 1 Hotel Zulu.
No, 1 Hotel Zulu, Roger, go around, make left traffic.
Left close traffic, 411 Hotel Zulu. Wow, lost the lift real quick.
We got slow. On length, you waited a little bit to flare, but we were just too slow.
Does that count as a landing?
Yes, it does. Air power all the way back to 30%. Big pull here. Keep that power coming back. That's even too much. Still too much power. Why are we?
That's why.
That's all right. We have some altitude to lose. Just pitch for 100 here.
Number 1 Hotel Zulu, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear land, 24, Hotel Zulu.
Okay, chop your power. Up out. And you've got this.
Number 66 Mike, on the ground.
On the ground, 66 Mike.
I'm going to overshoot.
That's okay, just keep the turn going.
Mike 1 Hotel Zulu, can't remember if I cleared you yet or not again, but runway 24, clear to land.
Got that?
Clear to land, 241 Hotel Zulu. All right, what do you think of this one?
Not good.
Not good at all. What should we do when they're not good?
Go around.
Go around. Do it.
Go around for 1 Hotel Zulu.
So 1 Hotel Zulu, roger, go around, left or right traffic.
Left or right traffic, 411 Hotel Zulu.
All right, let's stay left.
Left to the runway?
Yeah, let's do another left traffic. All right, look at your speed. Let's start climbing. Great big deep breath here. Just breathe for a second. Let me take controls for a minute.
Your controls.
I got it. All right, I got the throttle as well. I'm going to get you set up on downwind.
And number 1 Hotel Zulu, if you need to extend a little bit further to get set up on final that is approved, I currently have no traffic for you. Wind is 200 at 3, runway 24, still clear to land.
Okay, cleared to land on 24. We appreciate that. We're just out doing some training day, 1 Hotel Zulu.
Rudder.
Okay, whenever you're, hold on a second, we can get it good and trimmed here. Okay, controls are all yours. You don't have to touch them.
We're beam the numbers.
Okay.
Set it to 15%.
Flaps. Let that nose down.
Flaps.
Push that nose down if you need to. Hold 100.
166 Mike, holding short 24, ready for departure.
November 5166 Mike, Brahma Tower, hold short runway 24.
Hold short 2466 Mike.
To John Craft, Bowman Airport, information
going to be low.
Now. Current new altimeter 3018.
You have the power a little low, but that's fine. Let's hold off on full flaps till we're on final.
Okay.
Get that turn going so we don't overshoot. Rather undershoot. He did clear us to land.
Yep.
Whenever you're ready, go full flaps. That'll give us just enough lift to probably set us right on glide slope. Look at that. Power back to 15%. Adding power yet. Ease it on back, really slow power reduction. Now you can start your flare. No, just put a correction in, wait on it.
November 1 Hotel Zulu, turn left 1 able, runway 15 is approved if you need it, contact ground point 8.
Left 1 able, contact ground point 8, 411 Hotel Zulu. You really got to stand on the brakes.
Yeah, the brakes aren't good.
Right turn approved, runway 24, clear takeoff.
24, clear for takeoff, 66 Mike, we'd like to stay in the pattern if that works for you.
Number 66 Mike, that's approved, make left traffic.
Got to get used to flying in at a faster speed. The whole picture is different.
I've ground dialed up for you right there.
On the ground, Cirrus 411 Hotel Zulu is clear runway 24, ready to taxi to LEA.
Number 41 Hotel Zulu, Bowman Ground, taxi LA via hotel and cross runway 33 at hotel.
LEA via hotel, cross 33 at hotel, 411 Hotel Zulu. I really need to concentrate more on keeping a higher airspeed on final.
It's a pitch issue.
Yeah.
It's absolutely a pitch issue. I'm seeing a lot of up and down, and it's not huge.
Right.
You're not doing this. You're doing this, but that's all it takes. What I think I might do next time we get together is we'll go fly and we'll do some pattern work with no PFD.
Okay.
That will make you focus on your pitch attitudes. And when the pitch is right, the speed's right. Assuming the power's right, and power's easy.
Pull it in right here next to. A checklist.
Is going to die if you try it.
Huh?
Remember the checklist says avionics off?
Right.
So the checklist will kill itself.
Right.
So don't do a checklist on the shutdown.
Okay.
Start down here, work your way up and over.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't want to kill the engine yet, but we do want to keep going.
Okay.
Yeah, so all good here. Anything over here you want to turn off? Legally, strobes have to stay on. Alternators. Or avionics. Or both.